being on the show. This is your second time being on the show. I remember I interviewed you last time when you were when you were in with Insight. You told me all your crazy tour bus stories. How not tour bus, but like your anytime your trucks would break down. How many vehicles broke down that one year? I think you said, what was it, 3 vehicles?
I lost track at like 4.
Well, man, you know what? It seems like you're super dedicated, man. So one of the reasons why I wanted to interview you, man, because like I think like a lot of people on the internet, when they saw you and Jay jumping over to Sleep Signals, dude, it was kind of like it's like if you watch like the NFL, it's like the draft, you know, and like there were like these 2 unrestricted like sort of free agents, you know, and well, not necessarily Jay, but and then you guys got the call, dude, and it just popped out of nowhere, dude. So first of all, man, I already know, dude, you've been playing shows for years, in all your bands. Tell me what the feeling like when Sleep Signals hit you up. So tell me about it. How did this all work?
It actually, I feel like it happened pretty seamlessly. So With Insight and Sleep Signals were supposed to be doing a North American tour together back in May of 2020. And, that was Sleep Signals' headline tour that they were going to be doing for their new album release or EP release. And, like Sleep Signals knew that, we'd been hitting the West Coast pretty hard for a couple years. So they hit us up and asked if we wanted to be on the West Coast leg of the tour. So, like Robert and I were working together pretty hard on booking all the dates. And so we worked very hard for about a month solid booking all these dates together. And I got to know Robert pretty well. And I thought he was like one of the hardest working dudes I've ever met. I learned a ton from him just in that 1 month. And then, COVID hit and everything, the tour never happened. And I guess, fast forward a year later, like I decided to part ways with my group, and Sleep Signals had been dormant for a while. And so like, I hit up Robert and I was like, hey, like, what are you doing these days? Like, do you want to, I don't know, write some music or just kind of see how things go? And he was pretty stoked on the idea. So we just started talking every day, and literally every day for the last couple months, we've just been like hanging out on like Zoom calls and just getting to know each other and putting together a plan, and got some other members and whatnot. And that's how it all started. It was a Facebook message that was like, hey, what's up? Like, what are you doing? And it just kind of worked.
That's awesome, dude. Was the transition pretty easy, dude? I mean, you're used to being like the vocal point, the front man. And but what's cool that I see in Sleep Signals is that you're still doing some back vocals, dude. Tell me about like your transition, dude.
Transition is actually like pretty easy. I've been doing like metalcore stuff for a long time, and I always felt that my roots were kind of planted in hard rock anyways. And when I was writing for With Insight, I was always bringing like more rock influence to the songs. So I feel like the transition was like pretty easy. And then with Insight, I actually originally started out just being on backing vocals anyway. And I've played guitar for like 14 years. So like I was only the vocalist in With Insight because we just could never find anyone that could, show up to practice. and it just worked. I had a blast being the front man to that band for 7 years, and I learned a ton. I had the drive to figure out how to run the band, and honestly, like all of those things added up to like knowing everything I know now, which like scored me this spot in Sleep Signals. And I'm very grateful for having those experiences with Insight, and that's how I ended up here.
No, and that's super awesome, dude, because now like you and Robert can collaborate on all like the business side and all the hardships and everything. And you know what? I always say, like, it's nice being the lion, but when there's another lion being around, that's nice too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually like the band is it's pretty awesome. It's like everything I've ever wanted. Like, you know, because like you know, Robert and I, like we come from a background of like kind of managing bands and stuff, but with this band, like we were able to start fresh with like some new members, and it's a just all around it's a collaborative effort. Like everyone is on Zoom calls like several days a week, and there isn't a single decision that isn't made without talking to the group. And like everyone brings ideas to the table. Everyone just pulls their own weight, and you know that was what we were going for when Robert and I started talking, and we're just like, man, you know, this is an opportunity for us to start fresh and just like get members that like want to push as hard as possible and make this the best band possible.
Dude, for sure, dude. And I was beyond stoked when he got Jay in the band too, dude, because I'm a massive fan of his guitar playing, dude, and I always admired like your work ethic and what you did was within sight. When you brought him on, dude, I was like, dude, these guys are gonna create some sick chemistry down the road, dude. So you've been talking to Robert. Did you talk to Robert and was like, bro, I know this Jay guy that shreds. I think you might want to be in. Like, how was it? How was it bringing Jay on?
Yeah, I mean, we were just kind of like collectively talking about just trying to find members, and we're kind of looking at members in the Pacific Northwest specifically, because you know, Robert's from Wisconsin, and the band has always been from Wisconsin. But we were kind of thinking about like maybe making the Northwest kind of the central hub area where we're gonna practice, and you know, like Jay's from this area. You know, he lives in Oregon. So we were just kind of looking at this area, and you know, Jay came across my mind just because like I played a couple shows with him, and I love his band, and I know he's a really hardworking dude, and he's got the aesthetics. He's a good looking dude, and we hit him up, and he said he was down. So.
Dude, that's super badass, dude. Last but not least, dude, tell me about your drummer, dude. I don't know this guy. He's a wild card. He's a badass drummer, though. Tell me how you got this kid.
Yeah, so his name's Wyatt Henderson. He lives in Phoenix, Arizona.
Woo!
And he's a young buck. He's 19, but he you know, he's probably one of the best drummers I've ever seen or played with. Like his technique is insane. He's got finesse. He's got drive. You know, I don't need to stroke his ego too much, but he's a really good drummer. And like when we saw his audition videos that he sent us, we knew that he was going to be our guy. So, I mean, I personally, I don't even know him that well yet, but like so far I've only spent like 2 weeks with him. But I think he's a pretty cool dude, and I'm looking forward to spending a lot more time with him and playing some shows and putting in some work, you know?
Yeah, I'm so jacked how excited everybody is, because I actually went on Wyatt's Facebook and I saw like his family all happy for him and all that, you know? So like he's really, you know, everybody in the band is really taking this seriously. And it's super, yeah, and it's super dope, dude. And you know what? You guys already got music coming out. You're gonna be promoting. Well, you're actually gonna be doing a Zoom. What are you gonna be doing? Like a band chat a little bit later?
Yeah, actually, like I know this won't come out for a few more days, but later today, we're doing a like a live stream video chat in our Facebook fan group. We have a fan group called Sleep Signals Sleep Society, and it's just all just like super fans of the band, and it's a pretty cool community, very interactive space. So we're trying something new, and we're just doing an exclusive live stream where we're going to be doing like a Q&A with everyone, and we're also going to be previewing our brand new song Means, which comes out March 19th.
For sure, man. For sure. Have you been getting like any comments or any from like the old Sleep Signals lineup and all that? Like, who are these guys coming in? And like they're just lighting the fire again. Have you received any like comments or like backlash at all? It's been pretty
Back-
positive.
Backlash from like
Oh no,
fans.
I'm just saying like who are these guys? You know like you ever had like a big popular band like switch out a couple members and they're just like, hey, what the hell, man?
Uh,
Like
I
has it
mean,
been pretty good?
yeah, for sure. No, like I haven't had any backlash. The band hasn't had anything like, there's been a few comments here and there where like people notice like, hey, like we posted a promo video and or a promo pic, and a couple people noticed like, hey, like you guys had a member change. What happened? But like, what, there wasn't anyone who was like negative about it, like with the whole COVID thing. Like there's obviously a lot of bands that are going through a lot of hardships and member changes and stuff. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. um and we're not trying to make a big deal of it either. Like we're not necessarily promoting that we have like a ton of new members or anything. Like we're just trying to hit the ground running with like really solid content. And like we just want to put out some fresh new music. And we're not really focusing on like promoting like, hey, we're like a new lineup.
Yeah. No, I love it.
If anything, I've actually felt a lot of love from the fan base. Um I've had a lot of people message me that were like super fans of Within Sight, and they're just like super stoked to see me in a really positive place in my life. And they're stoked that I'm playing music, like, because it was a pretty big deal for me to leave the band. And then like with the whole like Sleep Signals fan base, like I've had like hundreds of friend requests and people follow me, and like from that like old fans of Sleep Signals. So like I have a lot of people coming over from the Within Sight side, and a lot of new people flooding into my socials from Sleep Signals, and it's been nothing but positivity.
I love it, man. That's what music's about, dude. So for the listeners out there, what can they expect when they first tune into Sleep Signals? How would you describe it?
That's really hard, man. Like it's I don't know, it's like a hard rock feel. There's definitely influence of like metal and metalcore. It's almost like old school Avenged Sevenfold, like riffing and like guitar harmonies, just with more modern style spin on it. And like rock vocals. There's not a whole lot of screaming. Um, like the band has had like some radio success, so if you can just picture any like radio band, like rock band, it's that's kind of like the general vein that we're going in. Some of their older releases are pretty heavy, but like I don't know, I think it's just like really solid, like new rock.
Dude, I'm excited, dude, and I'm excited for March 19th for your single Means to come out, dude. And
Hell yeah.
I know it's gonna knock everybody's heads off, dude. And I love this fresh new energy and seeing you and Jay, dude. I see like a fresh new fire in you guys, just lighting up, ready to destroy that fucking stage, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited, like just to have like all this like new positive energy, and just like like when you first like buy like a new car or something, like you have like that fresh new car smell, like you're like super stoked to drive it, like I'm not saying that like my old band was like stale or anything like that. Like I poured my heart and soul into that band. I was just like really excited to start something new and fresh, and just put my energy into something that I know is like, I don't know, something that I can really believe in. And like I don't know, it was a hard transition at first, but like I think this is just all around going to be a really positive move in the long run.
Dude, I'm super excited, dude. I'm super excited. So what the song means, and what was this song pre-written with the old lineup, and then
Yeah.
everybody kind of came in.
Yeah. Um, like, the band has like some material that they've been sitting on because like there's an EP that was supposed to be released in 2020, but then COVID happened.
Yes, sir.
So like, our goal is to like get this music out there, and it's an incredible EP. Like, like I didn't play on it, but the fact that I even get to be a part of the release is insane because like I really just like feel for these songs. Like I've listened to this stuff nonstop for the last couple months, and I mean at this point I almost feel like I was part of the process of writing it because I've been so immersed in it and playing it almost every day. Um, like I'm really excited to get these songs out, and then like we're starting to work on some new material, and that's just the next step. Like we just need to get through this cycle and just be really stoked about it. And the next step is just to get into a studio with all the new members and lay down some tracks as soon as possible.
Dude, I love it. I love it, dude. I think of you, man, as a pretty inspirational dude. And I think a lot of young musicians can learn from a lot of the things you've gone through as far as touring and changes and all that. What is some advice you give to some musicians out there that are maybe having a hard time pushing to that next level in music? What's some advice you can give from your experiences?
It's funny. I think you asked this question last time.
Well, hey, yeah, hey, you know what, dude? Hey, you accomplished a lot of shit, man. My bad.
No. I'm actually it's actually kind of funny because I don't remember exactly what I said last time, but
Yeah.
like I need to go back and after this call, need to like try and find that interview and see what I said to compare what I'm about to say. But I think like for musicians now, just like being consistent and trying to push through like any crap that gets thrown your way. Like, like we can all relate with COVID and whatnot, but it doesn't matter if it's COVID or like a member change or your van breaks down or whatever. Like you have to find a way to accomplish your hopes and dreams. Like you can't let anything stand in your way. Like when I was in Within Sight and we had a roadblock, um, like I would never take no for an answer. Sometimes you do have to back down and know when to stop and when to slow down, but um, you can't fold. Like you have to press on. Like we had a van break down on tour, and like we had to get it fixed, and we caught up with the tour within 2 days and finished it. Like and it took a couple $1,000s to get us there, but in the long run you recoup that. And that's just one example. Like with COVID and stuff, don't let it get you down. Like take it one day at a time. Make small goals that you can just crush every day, and you can't back down.
I love it, dude. Well, hey, man, we're going to go into the second part of our interview before I let you go. I'm
Sure.
going to ask you a bunch of fun questions. Are you ready, Mr. Grant?
Yep.
All right, dude. If you could play with any band in any era, dead or alive, for one set, what is that one band?
I would love to play with Pantera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just that crazy energy. And just like feeling that grit on stage and like just how like raw that band was. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, dude. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, you only could have one weapon to destroy the zombie horde. What is that one weapon?
Man, what was that gun in zombies, like the ray gun or something like that?
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah.
like the one shot kill. Like you'd have to find the mystery box and get like the ray gun. I would love that.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. If there's any other musician any other instrument that you can pick up and be an absolute master at, what instrument would that be?
Drums for sure. I would love to slay the drums and just like chill on the kit back there and just look like a badass and do like tricks.
All right, dude. Hey, is there an artist out there that you really like that maybe gets a lot of crap and a lot of hate and a lot of just like flack? There's the Five-Figure Death Punches out there that get a lot of crap. The Nickelbacks get a lot of crap. Avenged Sevenfold gets a lot of crap. Is there a band out there you just refuse to hear those comments and you absolutely love?
Man.
Here, I'll give you one, okay? I'll give you one. I like Creed.
Creed?
You know what? Dude, Scott Stapp, dude, he's a badass. I don't care.
Sure. Sure. You know, I don't know. This might be an odd one or off the wall. But like, have you heard of the band Skillet?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend went and saw them live.
Okay. Well, so they're like a Christian rock band that have been around like a very long time. I think that at this point they've been around for maybe almost close to 25 years. But like my sister bought me an album of theirs back in like, I don't know, I want to say like 04. And like even at that point they'd been around a while. But I've been following them since then, and I think I've seen them live probably like 6 or 7 times. And you know, that band, like they get a little bit of hate. Like they kind of get lumped in with the Nickelbacks and the Five-Figure Death Punch like memes and stuff. But I gotta say that I've watched that band grow over the last like 15 years, and they've always just stayed true to who they are, no matter what flack they get. And, you know, they're still like a hardcore Christian band. And I don't think they've ever really strayed from who they are as people in a band. And there's a lot to be said about that. And there's a lot of respect that they don't deserve, or that they don't get, that they do deserve, you know? So I don't know. I think they're a really like underrated band, and they deserve a lot of credit.
Absolutely, dude. All right, dude. Last question. What do you suck at, bro? What are you not good at?
I don't know. Video games, dude. I am terrible. Like, I basically like when I was a kid, like I didn't really have I didn't grow up with TV or internet. Like I lived out in the boonies. I didn't have like video games. I played outside all day long. And then like when I got older, like I got into like dirt bikes, and like I got my license, and I was, I don't know, like working on my car all the time. I had like this little Honda I thought was a race car. I just never really got into the whole video games thing, man. So like you know, like when people talk about video games and they have like a pastime with it, I just can't relate. I can't be a part of the conversation. Like I don't really know, like, you know, I've played zombies a little bit, like we talked about like the ray gun or whatever, but I've just never been good. And I wish I could be, because I think it'd be fun. But I started playing music at a young age and like working on dirt bikes and stuff, and I suck at video games.
Hey, man. Yeah, I suck at a lot of shit, but I'm not going to admit any right now. But hey, dude, I appreciate you so much for being on the Metal Mixtape. Always, dude. For the listeners out there, we're talking to Grant from Sleep Signals. Tell us everywhere the beautiful people out there can find you, all the platforms.
Absolutely. Yeah, stream Sleep Signals on any major platform. I would say that Spotify or iTunes are probably going to be the best place to get the latest updates for us. Make sure you smash that follow button on any platform. It's greatly appreciated. We are working super hard on releasing like really fresh, really great content every day. So I'd appreciate the follow, and hope to see you at a show sometime.
Hey, I can't wait to see all the updates, all the music. Their new single Means comes out March 19th. Go to all their platforms. They're going to come out firing. Grant, thank you so much for spending time with us today. You have a beautiful night, man.
Thank you. You too.
Peace.